like I said, we're not going to get too much into the logistics and talk about things that we spoke about too specifically last time. But one of the things that came up, obviously Meg took the stand this week. She was terrible at it, as expected. From what I've read, she broke down several times, had to come back, and they spoke to her and told her it's not a good look, and she came back and tried to be stronger. But on even on the stand, she said she went as far as to say crazy things like she wished Tory Lanez had killed her that night just so that which is such an over dramatization of the entire situation. But but she said that she wished that he had killed her so that she wouldn't have to do this and participate in this trial that she brought about, which is strange. But also we revealed that both Kelsey and Tory Lanez's, although we talked about that, they both had gunpowder, but a DNA expert says that Tory Lanez's DNA was not on the gun, but there is DNA of a female on the gun, which is very interesting. And there's only 2 females in the car, Kelsey or Megs. Take that how you want. And further than that, Kelsey kind of just went on to further expose Meg. She went on the stand and said she did not see Tory Lanez shoot Meg. She said that Meg did not see Tory Lanez shoot her, and said that Meg lied about a couple of things. And even Meg's own team had to admit that she lied about things, and even when she did the Gayle interview and she said that she didn't sleep with Tory Lanez, which we all knew that was a lie because that does not even make sense. But so more what I want to focus on with the conversation today is like this like rabbit hole of lies that Megan Thee Stallion has created that she's now being forced to climb herself out of. And while, like I said, I don't think things are going to end negatively for her, because at the end of the day, she is still the victim, and that's how it's going to be looked at. But I also am starting to more and more think that Tory Lanez is not the definite shooter in this situation.
Yeah.
So
this whole first week kind of cleared Tory Lanez's name. He should actually probably be out of the courtroom now.
Yeah, like
right
at
now
this
it's
point,
between
like
Meg and Kelsey. Like they gotta, because that's crazy. Like this whole first week was just kind of nuts. And I was talking to Rachel the last weekend, and she had some crazy theory. Like, yo, what if like all 3 of them kind of was fighting over the gun, like, you know what I'm saying? And Kelsey,
I saw a blog or a podcast where one of the women were saying that what she thinks is that maybe they were all drunk. Tory took out the gun at one point in the back seat. Him and Kelsey were struggling over it because maybe Kelsey wanted to get it out of his hand. Yeah. He was like, "Nigga, it's my gun," and maybe it went off.
Yeah. Okay. So and the crazier theory is that because remember Tory Lanez's fingerprints, DNA is not even on the gun. Maybe Megan Kelsey was fighting over the gun. Kelsey probably stepped back.
Yeah, that too.
Or the crazy theory.
But that makes her a straight up liar.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the crazy theory that Rachel brought up, that Meg mistakenly probably shot herself. Type shit.
That'd be the worst, bro. But that would be
I swear to God.
But you know what though? The crazy shit is that it makes kind of sense, because her excuse for why she originally did not go to the police and all this is because she was afraid of what they was going to do to a black man. Like, she gives a shit about a black man. But on top of that is like, maybe that's not the case. Maybe, like you said, she shot herself and she didn't know how to like say that or handle that. Mom's just like, nigga, I shot myself. Who's gonna go to jail for shooting me? And I don't know, it's a possibility. But again, if that is the truth, this pins this woman as a straight up lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest. As much as I think she clearly is lying about things that she's unsure of, ultimately, what I think it is that she doesn't know who shot her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought of
and
that
in
too.
her head, it just makes more sense that it had to be Tory. Because I don't think she can even, this is why I think a lot of the details that came up in court this week was even a surprise to her and overwhelming to her. Because I don't think in her head she in any way fathomed that it could have been Kelsey, her friend, that shot her. So that only left Tory.
That's another theory. That's another theory I thought of. Another one also.
That makes sense though.
Another one also, because is that they all so Meg probably has an idea like it was Kelsey, but probably spoke with Kelsey type shit and was like, look, just say it was Tory. Just put it on Tory, and maybe Tory set up a deal with Kelsey because she admitted that Tory paid for her lawyer or whatever. Tory's probably like, look, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't really say who shot who or whatever. Don't even admit it was you. Don't admit it was me. You know what I'm saying? Just, that's another theory I have. So it's just all craziness, bro. But I am thinking it was Kelsey, but real like a crazy mistake. She was probably drunk, grabbed the gun. Tori's probably like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Probably probably slapped her hand type
I'm
shit.
not.
And
I'm not gonna.
the bullet
I'm
went
not
off.
gonna lie though. The video footage that they showed when the cops arrived and like Meg got out the car and shit. Like I'm not gonna lie. It did look like she was very like petrified to say the least. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a situation. I'm starting to believe what Jay said. Like it could be a situation where she don't know who shot her, and
I don't think she knows.
that
I think
and
she
that
was in the
whole
front seat,
situation
and
is
I don't
just
think she
like-
was even. Maybe she noticed when she heard them like fighting or struggling with the gun, and maybe right when she turned around is when the shot went off, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no way unless if they say she was in the front passenger seat or whatever, unless she was literally turned around like this, how could she have seen Tory? And then it doesn't make sense as far as how would he have put the gun around to shoot her? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
it's
just
craziness.
Yeah.
And the dance
like,
bitch is
it
OD,
just don't
bro.
make sense.
Like the dance bitch, like adding that to the story. Is
Yeah,
OD,
and everyone
bro.
even confirmed like, no one said
That's
that. And it's like
crazy, bro.
and that too. Maybe that's why it's like I'm trying to like give her the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, because even with that, clearly something just went off, the gun went off or whatever. You didn't expect anything to happen. Maybe in her head she heard some crap like that, or because all that. Maybe Tory was saying "stop, bitch"
Oh yeah, probably.
to Kelsey, who was about to shoot her friend, and he's probably like, "Yo, chill." Like,
He was probably like, "Damn, bitch, what you doing?"
yeah,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
damn, like, and then
grabbing a gun.
but Meg, after all that, plus at the end of the day, even if it's an accident, if a gun goes off and you get shot, you're gonna be pissed. Especially if no one else got shot, you didn't even have nothing to do, you wasn't fighting with them, you're gonna be pissed. And
that's
I understand
what I was gonna
her being
say
pissed,
with Clay saying she was petrified coming out, like whether or not it was
yeah,
an
that's why
accident,
she was
if it
like,
was an
shell
accident
shocked,
or whatever, if like you're gonna be petrified no matter what. Even if you know who shot you,
bro.
if you didn't, like that's.
But let me tell
But
y'all
people,
something. You see, the second this situation happened, and I seen she was on social media twerking, and you can clearly see her on her tippy toes twerking in less than a week. I'm like, there's no way you got shot in your feet.
and that is all of that stuff too, right? Is the conflict of what, because we have to remember, Megan Thee Stallion is legit. I think she's like what 26 or something like that. 20, if she's even, is she that old? 26, 27?
I think she's a little younger than that. Probably 24.
Might
I think
be
she's a
younger.
little younger than that.
And I feel like even once this went off, she was conflicted with the things of, okay, I'm a rapper
27.
still.
27.
She's how old? 27, right?
Okay, yeah.
She's 27. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured, like around there. She was conflicted with, okay, I'm a rapper. Do I go out and make this? Because what she really wanted to do, because she ain't no street nigga and she ain't no street person like that at all, was to cry, complain, go to the police, find out who did it. But I feel like between her team, her lawyers, her friends and family, everybody's like, chill, don't do that yet. Let's see how you know what I'm saying? And then I think doing all that stuff like that, like twerking on the shit, would kind of prove this thing like, yeah, I got shot, nigga, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when she realized, no, this has to turn into a you being the straight up victim thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then her MO changes to like, oh, I'm crying. This is depressing me. I'm sad. And again, this is a thing where it's like, this is making you look bad because you seem to not even be able to hold one story straight that you've been saying. You get what I'm saying? And all that signs to me is that she was just confused. Like, all this is confusion, which is cool, but you should not go to the police and try to press charges until you at least know or have a very good idea of what went down.
Yeah.
Word.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, it look like right now it look like Tory's out of the. I feel like he's out of it. Like he not gonna have to worry about no time or nothing. I felt that when he walked in the courtroom, bro was smiling like crazy.
Yeah, he was very very confident.
I feel like he's gonna. If I know just a little bit about Tory Lanez, I feel like he's gonna use this for clout for his career. So I feel like that's why
he's gonna probably make a whole album about it.
Yeah, that's why he was walking into the courtroom smiling.
He kind of already did, but it's gonna be a part 2.
He probably already I seen how confident he was about the case. Like he probably knew he was gonna win, so he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna use this like for my career. I'm gonna use this for clout because I know I'm gonna win this case. Like this is probably light work to him. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, one of them pictures are probably gonna be album cover at some point in the future.